Hello dear friends, today I'll talk about Venus in the 5th house of your birth chart. To subscribe to this channel friends and share this video. If you want consultation, my number is there in the video description. Friends, Venus, we know that Venus is the planet of beauty, love, romance, of relationships, of marriage, of marital relationship, of physical relationship or sexual relationship, sexual pleasure even. Venus is the planet which is the significator of wealth. Venus is the significator of healing, of medicine also. Venus is also, it gets exalted in Pisces. So Venus is also in the 12th house of the natural zodiac. We have Pisces. Venus gets exalted there. So Venus also signifies, it can also signify spiritual devotion. Yes, spiritual devotion. It can definitely, signify mercy, compassion. And also knowledge, because Venus in mythology is represented by Shukracharya. Shukracharya had the knowledge of Sanjeevani. Sanjeevani is the power of bringing a dead man back to life. So Venus is the planet. Venus is the planet which signifies in-depth knowledge combined with a concern for all meticulous details even. So friends, Venus is now, it is the significator of, the wife even. So in a male chart. Now friends, Venus is in the 5th house. Venus signifies whatever makes your life comfortable and luxurious also. Venus also signifies even the assets, because Venus gains directional strength in the 4th house of the natural zodiac. So Venus can also signify whatever makes your life comfortable and enables you to lead a luxurious, comfortable and even a peaceful life. So Venus signifies all that. Now friends, so Venus is the planet of love and romance, I told you. Now Venus is in the 5th house. 5th house is the house of speculation, speculative business, of entertainment. 5th house is the house of your child. 5th house is the house of love and romance, romantic relationships. Now 5th house is the house of even education, knowledge, intellect. It is the house of your purva punya, whatever the good deeds of your past life, they are seen from the 5th house. So 5th house is, that is why also it is 9th from the 9th house. So it is also the house of your fortune, of your prosperity in life, of your name, fame and prosperity in life also. It is the house of your faith also, because it is 9th from the 9th house. According to the Bhavad Bhavam theory in Vedic Jyotish, so it is also the house of faith. Now friends, Venus is in this auspicious house. 5th house is a Dharm Trikon house. And Venus is a natural benefic. So such a benefic, a planet which is a natural benefic is in a house also which is a Dharm Trikon, and which is also considered to be a very auspicious house. So it is actually a very auspicious position for Venus, provided Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house. You have to look at Venus's dignity. By dignity, friends, I mean that you have to see Venus is the lord of which houses in the birth chart. Which houses Venus is ruling in the birth chart. If Venus is ruling the Kendra houses, then it's all the more better for you. Yes, so you have to see Venus is ruling which houses. That is very important. Now if Venus rules 8th house or 12th house, then it is good if you're following a spiritual path. If you're following the path of spirituality, then it is good for you. Then you will be able to attain name, fame and prosperity. Yes, if it is the lord of 8th or 12th houses, either you have to be involved in some kind of research, yet totally you have to isolate yourself from society because you're engaged in deep research. If you're doing that also, then also it will be good for you. Otherwise, deep research or investigation. Otherwise, it will be good for you if, or maybe you are totally, you are doing some research even in the field of technology maybe. Then also it will be good. Or occult knowledge, or if you are totally into occult knowledge, it will be good. Or if you are totally into spirituality, if you're following some spiritual path, you're doing some meditation, then also it will be good if Venus is the lord of 8th and 12th house, or 12th houses, and it is 8th or 12th house, and if it is sitting in the 5th house, then this is the scenario. Otherwise, if you are running towards material gains and only towards material success and prosperity, you are like, if the native is materialistic only, then there will be problems. You will see ups and downs in your life, and you may definitely encounter losses. Yes, there will be loss in your wealth even. even name, fame and prosperity. You may even lose that, because if Venus is the lord of 8th house or 12th house, and if it is sitting in the 5th house, and if you are not following the path of spirituality or all the other options which I mentioned just now, if you are not into any of these things, then okay, but you will have to encounter a lot of obstacles in the path of attaining prosperity. On the way of attaining prosperity, you will have to encounter obstacles. Now friends, what else we can say? You have to look at Venus's dignity, also the degrees, at what degrees Venus is there. So if it is between 10 to 20 degrees, then definitely Venus will be considered to be powerful, or say at least you can say at least you can be a little more liberal also, say from 7 degrees onwards also you can say Venus will have power. But you have to look at even the degrees also. And friends, but then nevertheless, in astrology, in Vedic astrology, we believe that obviously your karmas, yes, we have this, the free will is, within our, it is within our reach. So that is called kriyaman karma. So if you improve your karma, if you do some remedy, for Venus in the 5th house, in case you feel that Venus is afflicted in the 5th house, or is not being able to give you desirable results in the 5th house, then you need to do some remedy for Venus, which I will mention. So then if you improve your karma, if you do these remedies, then definitely Venus will slowly and gradually, it will turn auspicious for you, and it will give you auspicious results. Now friends, Venus is the prime significator of marriage. Yes, Venus signifies your wife actually. In a male chart, it signifies the wife, and Venus in general signifies marriage. So there is an indication that your marriage will be the cause of your prosperity if Venus is in the 5th house. After your marriage, you will gain prosperity if Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house. So friends, supposing that happens after you get married and you gain prosperity, then, or maybe even if you're unmarried, this is a remedy for everybody. So someday, definitely, if you're unmarried, someday you will get married. So the best remedy for Venus in the 5th house is that you need to be faithful to your spouse. You need to respect your marriage, because marriage will definitely, it has the power to bring prosperity to your life, because Venus is in the 5th house of prosperity, 5th house of happiness. So marriage is that institution which has the power to bring happiness into your life. Not just happiness, but also prosperity. Yes friends, so we also need to respect that institution of marriage. We need to respect our respective spouses. That means the native needs to respect his or her spouse. The native, whether a male native or a female native, has Venus in the 5th house, they need to respect their spouse, their life partner. Very important. Yes friends, otherwise what will happen, you see? Otherwise Venus will become weak. Venus in the 5th house will become weak. Venus will not be able to remain a benefic then. Yes, it will not be able to give you beneficial results. Then what will happen? Then it may hamper the prosperity, it may hamper the well-being even of your child. Venus becomes weak in the 5th house means the well-being and prosperity of your child will definitely be hampered if Venus becomes weak, and if it is not able to give you good results, maybe because of our karmas. If the native finally makes the Venus unfavorable, if the Venus turns unfavorable, then what will happen? The native's child may have to suffer for that. Also the child, the well-being of the child definitely will suffer. Then also we can say that what will happen, the native, even the native's maternal uncle and the family of his maternal uncle, and they also definitely might suffer if Venus becomes weak in the 5th house. Also friends, what will happen, I'm telling you, if Venus becomes weak in the 5th house, then even your spouse's health may be affected. Even your spouse's health may be affected. So you need to be very careful. You cannot make your Venus weak, whether it is afflicted, whether it is well posited. Even if Venus is well posited, a native can make his Venus eventually weak over time. It can become weaker and weaker because of his actions. This can happen. And even if the Venus, when you were born, say the Venus in your chart is not that well placed, but then if you're careful about your actions, then Venus will give you good results. Venus will become a benefic for you. So friends, it is very important for us to remember that we need to, take care of our actions, our behavior, our character. That is very important. So friends, that is the most important remedy. And respecting all women. Yes, respecting all women, irrespective of their, race, community, social status, age. Respecting all women, especially women in old age homes. Okay, or women who are physically handicapped even. So, respecting all women. Alright, then friends, what else we can say? If Venus is in the 5th house. Now, Venus is in the 5th house, so you will love the creative power that you have. And because if you have Venus in the 5th house, and if Venus is in good dignity or average dignity, the native will be creative. Definitely he will be creative, because 5th house is the house of creativity. 5th house is the house of creative skills. Yes, of artistic talent, because it is also the house of entertainment. So friends, that is why the native will have creative power, and he will love the creative skills that he has. He will, be attached to them. He will love them and cherish them. That also we can say. Then friends, we can also say that you will also love your child. Definitely you will love your child. And you will love, even whatever education you have gained. Yes, your education is 5th house is the house of education. Yes, your education will enable you to gain wealth in life if Venus is in good dignity. The education that you have attained, yes, or the education that you have acquired, that education, your knowledge will enable you to gain wealth in life. Yes, it will enable you if Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house. Wealth and even prosperity in life, because Venus is a natural benefic. Now, you will also love, you will not actually be able to hate even your enemies if Venus is in the 5th house. And so over time, your enemies also, they will leave their enmity, and they may even also become your friends. This also can happen if Venus is in the 5th house. Then if Venus is in the 5th house, you may have a tendency to, you may be attracted towards loans. So you have to be careful. This is the flip side again. You have to be careful. If you, because you may think, because 5th house is the house of speculation and Venus is sitting there. So you may think, oh yes, let me take this loan, let me take another loan. And you will have plans, and you will, on the basis of speculation, don't end up taking many loans. Please don't, because you will have an attraction towards loans also. You will feel that, yeah, if I take this loan, then maybe I'll be able to, build that house. I'll be able to own that house, that property. But then it is also mostly your speculation. So you need to be careful. If Venus is in the 5th house, beware of loans. I'm not saying don't take a loan. Today everybody takes loans and everybody needs to take a loan. I know that. But don't take more than one loan, or don't take too many loans. That will not be good for you. So that is one very important thing that you have to remember if Venus is in the 6th house. Then friends, if Venus is in the 5th house, if Venus is in the 5th house, then you will also love to compete. You will love to compete with your competitors, and even you will have this competitive spirit. Yes, because you have a love for education, you have a love for knowledge. Yes, so you are not afraid, you are confident. That is why, if Venus is in good dignity, so you are not afraid of competition. You are not afraid of competition. That is a very good thing. Yes, again, you will love your job also. You will love whatever job you are doing for, on a daily basis. You will love your job. That also, if Venus is in the 6th house, you will love to serve others. If you have any pet, you will be very much attached to your pet. If you have a pet dog, or if you have any other, pet animal at home, you will be very much attached to your pet. You will love them. And you need to be kind to your pets, kind and loving to your pets. If Venus is in the 5th house, it will be very good for you. Yes, that is. And also you also will maybe love to help people, help out people, do some selfless service. You also may be drawn towards that over time. That is again a very good thing. Yes, engaging oneself in selfless service for the welfare of the unprivileged. That will be very good if you can do that over time. So you may be drawn towards such non-profit organizations in future. Maybe once you are able to establish yourself, once you do that, then maybe eventually you may be drawn towards certain non-profit organizations that work for the welfare of the unprivileged and the downtrodden, so the weaker sections of the society. So you may want to help them also. You may want to you may want to kind of contribute whatever you can, so in order to help out those people. So that will be very good for you. If you do that, friends, then definitely you will gain name, fame, prosperity also in the near future, and Venus in the 5th house will give you very good results. Then friends, as I said, you will also definitely love your profession, your business. If you're into any business, you will love your business also. You will love your business. You will love your even if you are into partnership business, you will definitely be even attached to your business. You will want to do that business properly. So that also will happen. You will be very much attached even to your partnership business or any business that you're in. Or you will in general, you will love your profession. You will also love your marriage. If Venus is in good dignity, you will love and respect your marriage. So if Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house, then your wife may find, if Venus is the significator of the wife in a male chart, the wife may find happiness by exploring the field of occult knowledge. That is, the wife of a native may be drawn towards occult sciences and may feel, may find happiness by, acquiring the knowledge of the occult, by acquiring the knowledge of astrology, or tarot card reading. The wife may be interested into, and she might find peace by going into the occult. The native's wife may like to do that, because Venus is the significator of the wife, and 4th from wife is the 8th house. Venus is in the 5th house, so 5, 6, 7, 8. So Venus is the wife. 4th from the wife is the 8th house. 4th house is the house of our satisfaction, or peace, mental peace. Yes, even happiness also. Because Venus is in the 5th house. If Venus is in good dignity, you will benefit from speculative business, from stock markets, from share market. You will benefit from all that. Yes, you can also be a healer, because 5th house is the house of healing also. And Venus is also the significator of medicine. So you can be a healer. You have to look at the dignity of Sun in the chart, Sun and Saturn. If they are also supporting, Saturn is your profession. So you have to look at the dignity of Sun, Saturn and Venus. If they are also supporting, then the native can also become a doctor. Because Venus is the planet of healing, any kind of healing. And even the healing can be done even through, any means. So it is not only through, medical science, but one could be a Reiki healer. One could be any kind of healer. Even an astrologer is also a healer. Yes. So 5th house is the house of intuition also. Intuition. So that is also very important. But the native, suppose the native has Venus in the 5th house, the native also may be able to earn wealth and prosperity from the field of astrology, provided the 5th house has some connection with the 8th house. The native must have, your 5th house must have some connection with the 8th house. Then definitely I can say that yes, you will also be able to, if 5th house and 8th house, they have connection. So that means you will be able to heal people through your knowledge of astrology, and you will also earn name, fame and prosperity through your occult knowledge. If 5th has the connection with 8th, and because 5th is also education, so you can acquire education in the field of occult knowledge. So for that you have to see if your 5th house and 5th and 8th house, or 5th lord, 8th lord, if there is some connection, then even the native also with Venus in the 5th house can earn wealth from the field of, can earn prosperity from occult knowledge. So that condition also you have to see, you have to verify whether that is fulfilled in the chart. Okay friends, all right, let us now quickly move ahead. What else I can say? Now Venus now is in the 5th house, so you will as I said, you will now also, one more very important thing I can say, if Venus is in the 5th house, you will love your father. Yes, you will have, means you will be very dutiful towards your father. You will be very dutiful towards your father. You will be emotionally attached also. That is, you will love your father if Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house. You will be emotionally attached to your father, and you will love your father, and you will love to do whatever duty you need to perform, you know, in your family life or in your professional life. You will love to do your duty. You will be a very dutiful person if Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house. You will be a very dutiful person. Yes, so that is very important. And you will also believe in your religion. You will believe in your religion. You will be a religious person also. You will believe in religious worship. Yes, you will like to travel also. You will like to, travel to different places. You will like to undertake long distance travel also. And you will also maybe like to travel to places of worship. That also, if Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house. Yes, you will be drawn towards higher education also if Venus is in good dignity. You will want to acquire higher education. Definitely you will go for higher studies, higher education. You may later on in life, you may be even interested in spiritual knowledge. That also. And you will love your teachers, your gurus. You will love your teachers and gurus. That also I can say, if Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house. If Venus is not in good dignity, what will happen? I will tell you very soon, friends. Okay, then what else we can say? Now I am giving you all these results if Venus is in good dignity. If Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house, you will be very fortunate. Fortune will smile upon you. You will attain good fortune in life. Eventually you will attain good fortune. You will definitely attain good fortune in life. Obviously through your profession you will be able to attain, or maybe you will definitely be able to attain good fortune. Sometimes people even inherit property and all, but for inheritance, again, the 8th house you have to see if the involvement of 5th and 8th house, if 5th and 8th house are connected, then through inheritance also you can become prosperous. So but then your fortune will smile upon you, and you will be fortunate if you have a good Venus, if you have a strong Venus, or if you have a well placed Venus in the 5th house. You will be fortunate, dutiful, faithful in all your relationships. Then friends, what else I can say? You will also be, if you have Venus in good dignity in the 5th house, you will also love and respect your elder siblings. You will love the social network that you have, the people who are there in your social network. You will love them, and that is why they also will love you, and you will also be able to benefit from them, because friends, Venus's direct aspect, 7th aspect from the 5th house is falling on the 11th house. So this is the direct mutual aspect. So you will benefit from all your social connections also. You'll be able to do that. Eventually you will be able to do that, because you love the people who are there in your social circle, and they too also love. Because if you give love, friends, you get love. Yes, love begets love, hate begets hate. Anyway, so you will get their support, their moral support, their all kinds of support you will get, and even your even your elder siblings, they will also be a support for you. They will also enable you to gain wealth and prosperity in life. That also. And friends, you will have a desire to, you know, become prosperous and more wealthy, that is wealthier. You will have a desire to, you know, maximize your gains, yes, from your profession or from your business or from your whatever is your profession. Means you will have a desire to, you know, gain from your profession or business. You will have a desire to you know, ensure that is, you will have a desire to increase your income. That is, you will definitely want that there should be a rise in your income, because Venus is aspecting the 11th house of gains. So you will be, you know, drawn towards the fact that you need to you know, work hard, or you need to make sure that there is a rise in your income. So an attraction towards the rise in one's income. So you will want, because 11th house is the house of profits, of gains. So you will be drawn towards profits. You will want that, yes, I have to, somehow I have to profit. I really have to profit from my business. Somehow means not by adopting unfair means, but I have to, you know, work hard. If Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house, then 5th house is the house which is naturally ruled by Sun. Because in the natural zodiac, the sign which is there in the 5th house is Leo. So Sun is the natural lord of the 5th house. And Sun represents ethics, morality, moral principles. So friends, now Venus is in the house which is ruled by Sun. So you have to be ethical. The native has to be ethical. If Venus is in good dignity, usually the native is ethical and native believes in morality. So you have to believe in moral principles and ethical principles. Then only, because Venus is in the house of Sun, then only you will attain prosperity. Otherwise Venus will become weak, because Venus is sitting in the house of Sun. Naturally it belongs to Sun, because the sign of Leo is there. And friends, we can never forget the chart of the cosmic man, or the chart of Kalpurush, which needs to be superimposed upon our birth chart. We cannot forget that chart. Yes, so it is in the house of Sun, so you have to be ethical. You have to be ethical, you have to believe in morality. Even if Venus is afflicted, friends, if you believe in morality, if you believe in moral principles, if you believe in ethics, definitely over time you will be able to gain wealth and prosperity also in life. Venus will start giving you good results. So you have to remember that. And friends, if even fifth in the 5th house, no, the natural significator of the 5th house is also Jupiter. Jupiter is also wisdom, knowledge, morality, obviously, because Jupiter is the ultimate knowledge and wisdom. So friends, Venus is now sitting in the house of Sun and Jupiter actually. So the native has to move towards knowledge, because Jupiter is knowledge. He has to value knowledge. He has to value, you know, the knowledge that he has acquired from his education. He has to value that. He has to value all the moral principles and ethical principles, yes, that he has acquired. Yes, all his values, moral values, he needs to respect those moral values. And they should enable him to remain faithful to his life partner, yes, after marriage. So, they should enable him to remain faithful to his life partner. That is very important. Then Venus will give you good results in the 5th house. Day by day, the native will prosper more and more. And he will gain the support of his social circle, gain the support of his siblings, elder siblings especially, they will support him. His friends will support him. 11th house is the house of friendship. He will also gain from his friendship. You know, all his friendships, he will definitely, you know, you know, receive their, you know, support, and that will enable him to even move ahead in life. So all that we can say. And the native will anyway have a great desire. He will have a desire to prosper in life, yes, to become more successful in life. That desire will definitely be there in the native. And friends, last but not the least, I would also like to mention that the native will actually, if Venus is in the Venus's 7th aspect is falling, as I told you, on the 11th house. Now one more thing you have to keep in mind, friends, that the native will also love himself. That also is very, if Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house, the native will love his own life. The native will also will love even his own personality. Yes, and he will also be drawn towards establishing his identity in the world if Venus is in good dignity in the 5th house. That also will happen. But if the dignity of Venus is good, then definitely the results will be very good. If the dignity of Venus is average, then the results will be average, or it can be good, it can be better if you also improve your actions. Yes, if you improve your actions, then definitely I can say that you will, day by day, you will get better results. Yes, the native will be able to attain name, fame and prosperity in life, and he will definitely do well. Now friends, if Venus is afflicted in the 5th house, then what will happen? Then, as I told you, your child may have to suffer, your spouse's health may not be good. So all these negative things, you may not be able to attain name, fame and prosperity in life. You may end up losing your wealth. So there may be a loss of wealth. So all these things will definitely, they might definitely happen if Venus is not in good dignity, and if you are also not making any efforts, yes, to improve your karmas or actions, then definitely Venus will become weaker and weaker day by day. So that is why friends, whatever remedies I have mentioned also during the video, please follow these remedies in case Venus is afflicted. And if Venus is afflicted, you need to do the Bij mantra of Venus, Bij mantra of Shukra. That is very important, friends. Do that 108 times every day. If you do, it will be better, or at least on Fridays you have to do. And also, which planet is afflicting Venus? If which malefic planet is afflicting Venus, is casting a malefic influence on, is casting a malefic aspect on Venus. So do the Bij mantra of that planet as well. Then definitely Venus in the 5th house will eventually give you good results. So friends, that's all for today. See you next time with another interesting video on astrology or any other field of occult knowledge. Take care.